Edwin, what if anything was different for you today versus last night?
I think the same. I think today I executed better pitch than yesterday. The pitch I threw to away was low and away. And he just hit it. Hit it to the right spot, and they scored the time run.
You've talked obviously a lot recently about losing your confidence after an outing like that. Where would you say your head is at right now?
I'm fine. I'm good. I think I executed really good pitches. That's what I want to do. The result didn't came in a way, but how I perform in the moment, how I look, how I feel was way better than last week.
When did you have an idea that you would get the save situation today?
I was ready in the bullpen. They didn't tell me anything. I was waiting to the call. As soon as I saw Altavino come in the eighth, I prepared myself to come in the ninth, and I got the save.
You still feel like the closer?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think I gotta do my job better, obviously. But I feel like I'm the guy in the ninth inning, like they always say. I feel like that. I'm ready. When they give me the ball in the ninth, we do my job.
You said you had to do things better. What do you have to do better on the mound?
Today I was pretty good. I feel pretty good today. I feel I was making better pitches, commanding my fastball really good, low side and away. I didn't throw many sliders today because I feel like my fastball got a good life. And just repeat last two outings. Got better result. But today I was feeling great.
How tough was that to pitch so quickly with a runner on second? Obviously, the quick single and the stolen base. How much more pressure did that kind of put on you?
I don't think much about the runners. That's why maybe I allow a lot of stolen bases, because my mindset is when I got men on bases is they gotta pass third base to score. If they can be on first, second, third base, my goal is don't let the guy score from third. So with men first and second, third, like I said, I just concentrate in the hitter, make pitches, and try to get outs.
I mean, this is not just him. This is not falling on him. It's on every one of us. We got to play the game better. We don't. It's tough in the closer to come in and seem like it's a lose-lose for them. If they finish the game, they're better. If they don't finish the game, how could they? So it's not just on him. I came in the ninth for a chance to take the lead, and I didn't come through. It's just the game is not lost in the last inning. It seems like every day we're losing games in one inning, but we got to look at the whole entire game. It's just a little bit unfair that it could fall on the closer. It's put myself there in the ninth, didn't come through, and then I didn't catch the ball. So just there's we talked about limiting 90 feet for the other team, and I didn't do that. So it's not just one specific guy. It's overall I got to do a better job. We all got to do a better job.
Francisco, when you say it's not just one specific guy, when you lose, whoever it is, when you lose these games late, like you're talking about, do you sense any added pressing or pressure as those situations continue to develop? Like as you get late in games and it's a close game, do you feel like as a group you guys are pressing knowing how it's gone lately?
I'm not sure. I feel like there's always the pressure is always there, and it's a good pressure, I'm not sure if as a group I look around, I'm like, yeah, we're pressing, I feel like we all trying to do our best, and when you try to do your best, there is pressure when it comes to that. So bottom line is we're not executing at the right times, and we're not winning games. We got to hurry up and start winning games.
What was in the seventh inning in that at bat? Carlos said you didn't pick up the breaking ball. Well,
yeah.
Is that?
Yeah. So he went ball one, ball two, 2-0 slider. I swung and missed, and there was a bad pitch. Then ball three. Then he went 3-1 slider, swung and missed again, and I wasn't picking up the spin. And that pitch, I just felt like it was just I was like, I'm not picking it up. I got a better chance right now of like seeing something, and since none of the pitches were strike, and I just took that pitch and I gotta live with it. I gotta live with it. I wasn't picking up his pitches.
So you thought the best that it would be a ball, that was your best chance of
I mean,
success?
he hasn't thrown a strike. I made every pitch a strike for him. I was helping him out in a way. I felt like my best bet was just to take a pitch, and it just so happened it was the one strike he threw in the at bat.
Francisco, when you go through a stretch like this, where you have tough loss after tough loss, do you worry about the psyche of your teams, particularly some of your younger players?
I mean, that's what we gotta stay optimistic, and we have to stick with each other and understand that we're gonna get through this. It's just a matter of when. And like I said, we gotta hurry up and start winning ball games. It's everybody's working as hard as they can. The process is there. It's just a matter of executing at the right times.
What can you Nimmo, Pete, Otto, some of the team leaders, what do you guys do to make sure that you do stay in the right mindset right now?
There's a lot of conversations. You just talk to each other, understand what's happening, and bounce ideas from each other. But not just that. Just as team leaders, we just got to put our heads down, and work, grind. Stay the course. That's all we can do right now. Just work as hard as we can to try to get through this. It's at the end of the day, we just gotta compete and work our butt offs to try to get out of this.
You wouldn't call like a team meeting or anything like that?
I mean, we meet as hitters every day.
Yeah.
And then when it comes to the pitchers, we always hanging out and talking, and we have time to talk. We on the road, same thing. We have team buses where every player is there. It's not about team meeting. It's not about rah-rah. It's about getting it done.
Pete, when you guys go through a stretch like this where it's not just that you're losing, but some really tough losses, what is the biggest challenge in trying to maintain the right attitude and stay positive?
I mean, it's not necessarily a challenge with maintaining attitude because I mean we're a bunch of high character individuals here, and all of us every day have a great attitude and focused on winning. I guess the hardest part obviously is between the lines, and we just need to do a better job. We just need to play clean baseball, and we haven't necessarily done that.
Is that what you would say is the biggest issue right now, that it hasn't been as crisp as you would like it to be?
Yeah, just overall, we just need to overall be better for sure.
Can you
How
make
sort of
sense?
shocking is this stretch right now?
I don't know. When you look back and look back at all the games and during the stretch, it's like, well, I guess sometimes we're in close games, but if you look back, I'd say we play good baseball, but sometimes I'd say most of the time the team on the other side has played just a little bit better than us. That's why we're at where we're at.